what is up guys, and welcome to the Day 6 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Going over everything that happened last night, I realized something. That this NBA season has spoiled me already. Come on, there's no 40 or 50 point games to talk about yesterday. I mean, we only have double-doubles everywhere. You know, Russell Westbrook dropping another triple-double. Andre Drummond dropping a 20-20 game. But where's the 40 and 50? Crazy this NBA season has been. Russell Westbrook goes out and drops yet another triple-double. I guess he's like the first person in NBA history to have at least 100 points, 30 rebounds, and 30 assists over the first 3 games of the season. 100 points, 30 rebounds, and 30 assists through 3 games. What everyone thought he was gonna do, he is doing. The Thunder are 3-0. Granted, their first 3 games were against some of the lesser teams in the NBA, but that doesn't matter. The point is that they got the win. That's all that matters. They're supposed to go out and beat all those teams, and they did go out and beat all those teams, so you can't ask for anything more. Kawhi Leonard has scored at least 20 every single game this season. Last night he had 27, but get this, he took over in the 4th quarter. In case you didn't know, Kawhi Leonard can take over games. He scored 16 of his 27 points in the 4th quarter when the Miami Heat start to make a comeback. And then Kawhi Leonard in the 4th says, yo, no, enough of that. This game is over. I'm taking over. He put an end to that game in the 4th quarter. The Spurs are already resting players. You saw him do it the other night with Tony Parker, which, by the way, Tony Parker, Spurs fans, let me know how you guys feel about Tony Parker, because I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion here. I don't think he has much or anything left in the tank. Maybe he's saving it all for the playoffs, but I don't think he has much or anything left in his tank. You could see it at the end of last season that he was on his last legs. He was a great point guard, but I just don't think he has much left in his tank at all. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section. Then they rest LaMarcus Aldridge last night. They rest their second best player 4 games into the regular season. 4 games into the regular season, and they're resting their best players. How much of a luxury is it to be able to do that and still get the win? Most other teams, if you go out and rest your second best player, it's a wrap. Speaking of big men, Andre Drummond and Hassan Whiteside both had really good games last night. Hassan Whiteside, 27 points, 15 rebounds, beast. Andre Drummond, 20 points, 23 rebounds, and what's more impressive is, I'm a Pistons fan, as you guys know. He was making some free throws. He wasn't making all of them, but he was making some free throws. Andre Drummond's free throw form looks much better. I think that's like his 10th or 11th 2020 game of his career so far. Point guard James Harden, by the way, still looks really, I don't think I'll ever not have to say this, but he still looks really good. And the Rockets won again, going to, what is it? I think 3-1 on the season? 3-1 or 2-1. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. He keeps coming up so close to getting triple doubles. Every single game this year, he's been so close to getting a triple double, and this game is no exception. Speaking of offense, by the way, the Golden State Warriors have had plenty of it last night from Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. They combined for 65 points, KD with 37, Steph Curry with 28, and they edged out a win over the Phoenix Suns. By the way, no one's talking about it, but Draymond Green had a pretty good game. He had a terrible game shooting the ball. Straight up, he had a terrible game shooting the ball. He did his thing with the rebounds and the assists, and that's what you want from Draymond Green. He's like the glue guy. He's the guy that makes it all work. The Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Suns. I know Phoenix Suns fans are probably happy because they're probably gonna get another good draft pick this year, but at the same time, if you're a fan, you always want to see your team win. There's an instinct in the Phoenix Suns fans to want their team to lose just so they can get in the lottery one more time and then maybe start winning. As an actual NBA fan, you always want to see your team win, and the Phoenix Suns keep coming up close, and that's a symptom of a young NBA team, You see it with the Phoenix Suns and you see it with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Both of these teams this year are in the games to the last minute. Maybe they're even leading the game for some of the time, and they're in it for the last minute, and then just at the end, things don't quite go their way. Devin Booker has had 2 rough games in a row, which you can expect. He's still young. He's not going to be as consistent. He's not shying away from taking shots, which is good. He still has confidence in himself, and he'll break out of this slump eventually. TJ Warren has been fire. 30 points against the Thunder, and then drops 26 against the Warriors. This season has been so crazy that player stats aren't being mentioned. You can get 23 points and 13 assists, and no one's talking about it. And yes, in case you didn't know, I'm talking about John Wall. Same thing for Mike Conley, 24 points, 11 assists. Outstanding games from those 2 players, and no one's freaking talking about it because that's how crazy this season is. 23 points and 13 assists seems boring because of how crazy this season was so far. Wrap your mind around that. So far this season, we're just used to extraordinary games. That sounds average. That's about it for the Day 6 recap. Did anything else happen that I didn't talk about? I think I think I'm missing something here. Alright, the Clippers beat the Jazz. Jazz lost. Of course, they're still missing their best player in Gordon Hayward, so they're gonna be struggling offensively. They only scored 75 points. Everyone on that team, though, had an off night except for George Hill. And then you look at the Clippers, they didn't have too much of a great game either. Austin Rivers balled out. Blake Griffin had another solid game. Other than that, that's about it for day 6 of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Sorry guys for not uploading yesterday. I had to figure out how to do it on Sundays because I work like first thing in the morning, which is normally when I make these things. By the time I get off, the next games are already going, so it's, you know, it's hard to do the recaps those days. If you guys like the new style, let me know down in the comment section below. And you guys already know, I'll be right back here tomorrow. So until then, keep giving the buckets, and I'm out of here. Peace!